Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Project Highrise. This is episode 3, continuing with my building that I was building before. I can't even remember what it's called. It's called the Lake Point Tower, and we're trying to build this residential building up here. It's been a very slow process so far, and right now the cash flow is very minimal, so the growth is going to be pretty minimal for a while here. So we're just going to start this game off again and see where it takes us. So last time I just finished adding 2 new floors to my building. I'm letting the guys finish working on it. There's the end of the day budget. I made $830 today. I might just let it fast forward through another day. And what I'm planning to do is, looks the last 2 apartments finally rented out. People finally rented these things out. So the reason I'm waiting is just because I'm going to use some buzz and get half-price construction of my apartments, and I'm going to try and fill them really quickly. So I'm just going to wait about one or two more days to make sure I have plenty of cash available. And this is part of the, not the problem, but you just find yourself doing this a lot, waiting for the end of the day, waiting for the rent to come in so that you can spend it just about as quickly as you get it. And that's basically the name of the game at this point. So I'm just watching the clock run around, watching my people live, seeing if there's anything I can do here to perhaps improve my income even more, but most of the stuff to improve my income will cost me money, and right now I just don't want to spend that money. I just want to save it for a little bit. So what I may do is I may just pause the video here for a moment. I'm just literally going to just leave it and fast forward for a couple of days here just to gain some money, and then continue. Alright, we're back here. I've allowed 2 days to elapse while I was paused here, and so you can see I've garnered a little bit of money. I have about $3,600 to spend now. So now we're going to start spending our money. We're going to do a couple of things here. What we might do is we'll start out with some exclusive electricity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some groundwork here. And this should hopefully decrease the cost. No, that doesn't decrease the cost of my closets. It will decrease the cost daily now that I've used this buzz. So what I did with this buzz was I clicked on exclusive electricity, which cut my daily costs and water and electrical construction costs down, because I know I'm going to need those things for my apartments. And the one thing I'm wondering, and I'm hoping, right here, is that I can upgrade my electrical closets, because I'm going to start to run out of demand here. And I'm actually spending more money than I need to on electricity, on electrical services here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bulldoze these 2. And I certainly hope I can build a larger transformer for half price. Yes, for $1,000 instead of $2,000. And I can even build those one more. And what I've done is my daily costs are now the same for these transformers, but I can have, instead of 40 units, I can have 60 units. It's costing me $375 a day. So I've dropped those costs down quite a bit. The other thing I'm going to do is we're going to run the electrical lines for my future apartments here. Now I wonder how big my apartments are going to be. Let's see here. 1-bedroom apartment will take us to there, to there, to there, and then to there. And I'm going to need to make it a little bit bigger to make room for a trash bin, or we could make a trash bin over on this side of the elevator this time. We could do that. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 on each floor this way. So the last one is going to come out here, yeah, just to where the trash bins are. So let's make sure our electrical line goes at least that far. Like that. Same thing on this floor. And look at that half-price electrical construction. And all I'm basically doing is I'm setting myself up for success in the future. There we go, a little bit of water that way, a little bit of water that way. Oh, I didn't need to even go that far, but that's fine. Anyways, you can see this buzz campaign is now timing down, so it was basically a 24-hour campaign. So for this 24 hours, I can build infrastructure a lot cheaper, water and electricity infrastructure anyway. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to build some water and electricity lines over here. It won't let me do it unless I pull it straight from the closet. And I think that's about it for now. I think that's all the electricity and water I really need. Now we're just going to save our pennies at this point. So I think we've outlined the next level of this building, and now we're going to save our pennies and we're going to start building it tomorrow. So we'll just watch the clock run around just a little bit longer. People coming and going in the building, It's very subtle when it gets dark. You don't even really notice that it gets dark. It's just very quiet and subtle. There it goes. But it's so subtle. If you're not actually watching for it, you suddenly just look around and say, hey, it's dark, it's nighttime, and you look at the clock and you say, hey, it's night. It's very nicely done. It's not a sudden change. It's just very slowly the light dims down. Even clouds moving across the sky there. I didn't even notice that before. A lot of detail in this game. They took a lot of time to do a lot of detail in this game that you don't even notice while you're busy. All right, we're getting there. Yes, we spent more money yesterday than we took in. Alright, 23 minutes still to go on our media campaign here. I can only have one media campaign active at a time. Hopefully I've got enough. 205 buzz will let me do renter roundup. Apartment construction costs minus 50%. Empty apartments will be rented much faster. Alright, that's what we want to do. So we want to start definitely building up some single bedroom apartments here. 5, 7, and 8. Excellent. And what do we need for a deluxe one? We need to have 3 stars to build some deluxe ones. So let's just do some basic apartments. It's only costing me $200 to outfit each one because of my buzz campaign. I'm getting a good deal on outfitting apartments here. And look at this. I actually have money left over. I am surprised. So that's good. What we'll do with the money we have left over is we'll just simply expand one more floor up here, build our elevator, start our utilities, because we don't want to be caught without our utilities. Alright. So let's see how many units we can build here. So we've got our electrical connections coming in here as well. The second apartment goes there. I have to wait for them to finish building anyways. Alright, but there it goes. Now we have a growing building finally. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. It was taking quite a while to get to the next level here, but now we've got a growing building at long last. I guess the one other thing we are going to need, because they're going to complain about it if we don't do it, is they're going to need some trash bins. I want to make sure I save enough money to outfit at least 2 more apartments on this floor. These are getting rented out pretty quickly, though. I'm pretty impressed. Look at how quickly they rent it out, and I get $200 in daily rent from these people. And as quickly as the apartment opened up at 4 in the morning, these people are here ready and willing to live in them. Fantastic. Do I get 2 people living in each building? Excellent. 2 people live in this apartment. 2 residents. Excellent. So that's increasing now. The population of my building is starting to grow exponentially. We need 60 population to get to the next level. When I finish all these apartments and outfit them, people start moving into them. Oh. And this is why you always want to save a little bit of money, because now I have a water connection problem. I should hopefully have enough money to build one more water meter, $500. Just enough money to build one more water meter. And again, this has come down to the point where it's actually more cost effective on a daily basis if I build the larger water connection. I should have done that when I had the discounted utilities. But nevertheless, we'll leave that for now. Obviously, I can't do anything about that now. I don't have nearly enough money. But this media campaign is working well. Look at how quickly these apartments are renting out. Excellent. This is turning out pretty well. Okay, so now we're sort of reaching that tipping point in the game where the income is finally starting to increase from a trickle to a little bit more of a, not a torrent yet, but at least a stream of income, a steady stream of income that allows me to expand every day. Up until now, it's been very difficult. Now, of course, as this building has been around for a little while, has been around for a number of days, one thing you'll notice is that some of the first apartments we built are starting to look a little bit dreary and run down. Look at the damage to the walls, water damage to the walls there, to the curtains, starting to look a little run down. And if we click on them, you'll see the residents actually complain the unit is getting worn down. So there's a never-ending battle then to keep your building in good shape. All right, I have enough money in my budget to build one more one-bedroom apartment. So let's do that. And at least all the one-bedroom apartments we built here are already rented out. Fantastic. So that's going to be a substantial increase in income. $200 per apartment. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, $1,800 in additional income, with very little additional extra cost at this point. I actually decreased the cost of my electricity utility, increased the cost of my water a little bit, so now we're starting to get to that point where we're getting plenty of income every game, every turn, every day. It feels like almost like turns. So we can continue to upgrade our building, expand our building, and we can also look at trying to renovate some of the worn down units so that the people are not unhappy to live there and they're inclined to stay and not move out. The same thing happens to your restaurants, your retail units. Everything wears down after a couple of days. I'm actually sometimes a little bit disappointed with how quickly they wear down. I just built these units. It feels like a couple of days ago. I don't know how many days it's been. It hasn't been that many days. And yet here we are. And we've already got buildings that are wearing out. But $2,300 in a single day. That's pretty good. All right, so things we can do with that money. First of all, let's just build more one-bedroom apartments because my Buzz campaign is almost over, and I might as well build some stuff on the cheap there. So we got those being built. I'm thinking I'm going to build some single-bedroom apartments over here. Could not dispose of trash yesterday. Yeah, see, they still want more trash disposal. So at some point, I think I'm going to make the floors a little bit wider. But I really kind of want to build, I wish I'd sort of thought out this ahead of time, but I really want to build these apartments here, studio apartments in here, only because I'm still getting them at a discounted rate. And see, now comes the question of, is that going to fit well with my future plan? Do I want to keep this all single bedroom apartments on this, studio apartments on this side? Do I want to make the building a little bit wider on this side? How much wider can I make this building? I could make it a fair bit wider. I could put some one-bedroom apartments over here and still have some space left over. Or I could put a pair of studio apartments. A pair of studio apartments on this side and a trash bin would actually work even better. So that might be what I do. Right next to the elevator, we'll make the trash bins to make these people happy. And yeah. And then we'll just expand the floor here to make more apartments. So we're not going to do that right now. We can do it in a minute, but at this point it's not going to do any good for us, really. Our media campaign is going to run out long before I get this all built. So I think the best thing to do I'm not sure what to do next here. I mean, we want to keep expanding our building upwards. Do we have any more contracts? Oh, look, we've got more contracts now, too. So that can help also guide our building in what direction we want to grow. Every city wants a rich and powerful real estate magnate in town. So we need $10,000 in rent revenues per day, and then we get a big bonus. Residential potential. Apartment dwellers are crucial to the city's plans for this neighborhood. The city Department of Housing would like you to help by attracting 25 new residents. Alright, we'll do that one. And we've already done that. We already have 25 people living in our building, so we've gotten the reward money for that. Fantastic. And what I think I'm going to do with this extra money that I have here now is something that I meant to do a little while ago, is I'm going to, again, build an upgraded connection for our utilities down here. So add more water connections to our building. That's what we're going to do. And now I'll bulldoze even one more. And now we have enough water to accommodate a fair bit of expansion on our part here. Did we get another contract there? More residents. You've made a good start at creating a sustainable community of apartment dwellers. The Department of Housing is impressed. They'd be even more impressed by even more residents. Care to take up the challenge and reach 100 residents? I absolutely do want to reach 100 residents. Not sure if we're going to sign that contract yet, but we're absolutely going to reach 100 residents here before too long. So, at this point, we're just going to start stretching ourselves upwards. That's right, you construction workers. I've got lots of work for you to do. Alright, you guys just keep on working, and I'm just going to keep on giving you more floors to build. Alright. And so on and so on. So eventually we are going to need to start thinking about renovating our buildings. You have completed the contract. Affordable housing. Yes, we finally got 10 bedrooms. We got more money coming in. So the contracts actually do get quite lucrative after a while. Profoundly profitable, more residents. We could definitely sign one of these two contracts here. I bet we'll probably achieve a day of $10,000 income first. So yesterday's rent, $7,300. That's not bad. Oh, utilities. Don't want anyone to move out for lack of utilities. So these new units that I built, make sure that they're all wired up, plumbed into the building, and then they're ready to go. And keep going. So there's a couple different ways that you could renovate a unit, and I'll show you some of them here. So as the units start to get worn down, if you click on the unit when you see it getting worn down, you can individually send the maintenance crew to renovate this unit. It's going to cost you money, so it will cost you money to keep this building maintained. And you do need a maintenance office. This building came with a maintenance office right off the bat. If you didn't have one built, time to build one. So these guys have... So I send these guys, and eventually... Come on, guys. Hello? Hello, I got a job for you. Stop reading your newspaper and go do the job. And so they'll go renovate it. It'll look like new when they're done until it wears down again. The faster way to do renovations is to click on the maintenance office, and you can renovate everything that is worn down in one go. Either by the type of unit, so 2 restaurants and 9 apartments, or renovate total 11 tenants for $1,800. Of course, there's only 2 guys doing this, so it's going to take them time to do it. They're going to have to go, like a construction worker, they're going to go to each unit individually. But as the game progresses, if you don't do this, you're going to start to lose tenants. They're going to start to get pissed off if they feel like the rent is too high and the unit is too worn down, and they get very unhappy about it. Residents are content. So now the freshly renovated unit, the residents are content. Not particularly happy, but at least they're content. Alright, so we're going to start building some more single-bedroom apartments. See if we can lure in some more happy people here. We're also going to have to build some utilities to match. It's a never-ending battle extending this building. Might as well extend it now because I'm going to fill this entire floor with single-bedroom apartments. It looks like I've got enough money to do that pretty quickly as the construction finishes here. And you can, somebody come and outfit that, please. More single-bedroom apartments. Basic apartment. Basic apartment. I guess you guys are going to want a trash bin on your floor as well to make you happy. There we go, trash bin. Slowly, units are being renovated. Now everyone, of course, goes on coffee breaks. I kind of like that people go on coffee breaks. Not only does it create revenue for your buildings, but it just creates a realistic pause in the construction. Things don't always happen instantly, and everybody needs a break. Alright, we got population 60. We have 4 stars. We can start building some 2-bedroom apartments now. So I think that'll be what's going to happen on the next floor. Needs a greater variety of restaurants that serve dinner. Well, we can definitely start thinking about allocating some additional space for restaurants here. How wide are the restaurants and how much space do I have? Will it allow me to... Alright, so the restaurant is going to come out to about there. Can I make the building that wide? I cannot make the building wide enough to build a restaurant at the back. So I guess we're going to have to build our restaurants at the front here. Even there we don't have a lot of space. We're not going to have a very nice lobby here because we're going to fill it with restaurants. Let's expand this building and make it as wide as we can here. And let's start thinking about building some restaurants so that we can have some more fancy apartments soon. Yeah, we got enough room for a restaurant there. Excellent. One thing we can also do is we could start building some stuff underground too. We could have a bit of an underground mall in this place. We'll let those guys finish their work there. And then we'll start talking about 2-bedroom apartments here. Did I run out of money? I did, but it's almost midnight. I'm going to get a bunch of money. Interesting, destination unreachable. And I know why that is. Lots of money coming in now. Yesterday's rent, $8,600. We're getting close. Alright, let's finish expanding this floor to make some 2-bedroom apartments now. Put the elevator there. So why can't they get there? It's very simple. It's because of the lobby. The fact that the lobby, that there's a hole in the floor here where the lobby is, where there's a nice 2-story lobby, the guys cannot get past it. It's an interesting design feature. You have to consider your lobbies. Your lobbies really can only go at the front and the back of the building. Or, alternatively, you could actually do something like build another elevator or a staircase there to allow guys to get up and down there. But now they've given up on that, and they're going to go and work on that top floor. Keep working, guys. I would like to build some 2-bedroom apartments in this building now. While you guys are working on that, let's start thinking about utilities here for our 2-bedroom apartments. I don't think I've built 2-bedroom apartments yet in this game. My other buildings mostly were composed of offices, so I'm curious to see how much space these are going to take up. I imagine they're not going to be small. They're not that much bigger than the 1-bedroom apartment, actually. I can probably squeeze in... Oh, I could just squeeze in 3 of them on a floor. Fantastic. Does not meet requirements. Needs a greater variety of small restaurants. So I can't even build a 2-bedroom apartment because I need more small restaurants. Which ones are the small restaurants? These are small restaurants. So I need another small restaurant for this to expand. First, I'm going to build a bigger restaurant to try and get some deluxe 1-bedroom apartments eventually. Let's see here. Now, what kind of restaurant can we build here? Wow, there's lots of places here. Pizza places. There's lunch and dinner. Do you want a pizza place when you're building, people? A diner. I do like a nice diner. The Lakeview Diner. Gonna need an electrical line and a water pipe hookup. I'm fine with that. We can definitely hook you up with some electricity and some water. How's my utilities doing now? Utility report. Electricity available 60, used 51. Water use available 60, used 44. Okay, good. So we got still a lot of surplus there. Good. So let's see. Now we need, in order to get 2-bedroom apartments, we need more restaurants. So I might also expand out the back here a little bit. This is going to be a tall, narrow building here. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is what I need to build a small restaurant. So I can build 2 more small restaurants back here, hopefully, when you guys finish constructing there. And what else can we do here? This floor is completely done. I don't know. I like the idea of just a nice lobby you can walk into. So I'm really inclined to say, let's just make this lobby look nice. Let's not make it, let's not clutter it with things. What we can also do is we could put some lobby art in there. Most of these lobby arts are a little bit big. Does anyone have any small lobby art? You really need a fancy tall lobby for this to work, don't you? Can we have any other decor? Lighting. Just basic lighting. Place a ceiling light fixture, simple fluorescent light. Some chic wall sconces and fancy glass globes. I'm seeing chic wall sconces as a way to go here, I think. There. Makes my lobby look a little nicer, I think. I don't know if I like that last one. I might bulldoze just that last one. Can I bulldoze just that? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Anywho, that made the lobby look a little bit nicer. What we can also start to do is we can start to use our influence eventually here. So influence is kind of another kind of score you gain alongside buzz, and it allows you to unlock various things. So while the buzz gives you a lot of little temporary fixes, certain more permanent fixes you can use your influence for. Aesthetics, politics, operations are the 3 categories. And if I show you here, I can't, yes I can show you a little bit of what's available to you, even though it is not unlocked yet. So you have to start to unlock it by building a unit where they have an office, so an interior decorator's office, a lobbyist's office for politics, or a building manager's office, and then that allows you to do more things. So you can start to have aesthetics, you can start to have artwork in your building, which improves your building's prestige. You can have politics, which allow you to do various things. You can increase the height limit of your building, open up a subway station in your building, etc. Operations allows you to do all sorts of things to improve the speed at which your building works. So you can start with a new construction office. You can have more construction workers. Right now, I'm not so worried about that. I'm really not coming up against any of these limits right now. I find aesthetics, Again, it's art, so it costs a fair amount of money. It increases your prestige, though. I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to do yet here. Alright, anyways, our one restaurant is open. Is that enough variety of dinner restaurants? No, you need a great... Oh, no, you need a greater variety of small restaurants. Alright, so we're just waiting for you guys to come down here and finish building the back of this building here. And then we'll build a couple more small restaurants. Hopefully not the same type of restaurant that we already have. Getting a lot of visitors in our building too. Look at all these people coming and going. 26, 28 visitors. That's meaning a lot of money coming into our building. Let's check the profitability. Still only one place actually making a profit. There's not enough money coming into the building, but it's got to be getting close. These restaurants really are not getting a lot, but these retail stores are getting not quite enough to cover their expenses, their rent yet, but getting very close. So as the building grows, that's going to become easier and easier. Okay, oh, you guys finished what you were doing over here. Perfect. Let's see if I can allocate some more space for small restaurants over here. Again, it's the same type of restaurant over and over again, and that's a bit problematic. I guess we'll build another donut shop and another cafe. Another bakery. Cheryl wants to move in. And they're both going to need electricity and water hookups. See, now I've reached this point where I'm trying to expand my building in certain directions. And I'm not at least running out of cash as quickly as I was in the past. Now I'm starting to just try and sort of grow my retail establishment a little bit here. I think I'm going to have to start with some subfloor retail before too long here. Some subgrade retail down here in the basement. Have some of my mall go down there. Alright, got a few more units open. Is that enough now? Still need a greater variety of small restaurants. These are medium restaurants, so I don't know how many more small restaurants you really want. I don't have an option of different variety. That's all there is. So I don't know what else to do to make you happy to build me some more apartments. So I may... Let's see here. We can always delete that. That didn't cost me anything. Build one more floor of one-bedroom apartments just to continue garnering income. Needs a greater variety of restaurants that serve dinner. Okay. So we're going to improve the number of restaurants around here that serve dinner. So we're going to build a restaurant underground now. And you're going to have to take an elevator to get down there. But I see that as being the only thing right now that I can do. Yeah, very close to being profoundly profitable here. It's good. We need about another $1,000 a day. So I'd like to at least not have the same thing over and over again in this building. So let's see if we can build a couple more restaurants that serve dinner. Alright, what else serves dinner? Do you serve dinner here? M.I. Ritchie and Fries serves lunch and dinner. BWX Fried Chicken. I'm more of a burger and fries kind of guy, so we're going to go with that. This guy's going to need electricity and a water hookup. He's got the electricity. He should have the water because he's in the basement as well, so he can tap right into that water line. Perfect. Alright, we'll get another place to get dinner here. Hopefully this will be enough that I can start allocating some slightly higher scale one-bedroom apartments here. Is that enough? Hey, look at that. Alright, fantastic. I can do basic, deluxe, or luxury. Fancy. I don't have too many deluxe apartments here, and I don't have any luxury apartments. Alright, let's do deluxe first. Let's do a floor of deluxe apartments. And then, if that goes well, maybe we'll do a floor of luxury apartments. Alright, so we're going to make you all deluxe. Deluxe, deluxe. Now, the one thing, I don't know if you noticed, well, I was clicking it very quickly here, but the one thing everyone's going to need here now is cable TV. Now we're living the high life here. We need cable TV. And just like all the other utilities, before we can have cable TV, we need a TV hookup in the basement. We need to add cable TV connections to our building. So now we've built a cable TV connection in the basement. Now we can run a cable TV line to all of our new apartments here. Electricity, they want. Cable TV, they want. So the cable TV, just like electricity, comes from the wiring closet. And water lines as well, because it's not very luxurious if you don't have water, certainly. Not if you're living in a multi-unit building and you have neighbors that want you to smell respectable. Oh, look at how fancy these fancy deluxe apartments are here. Ooh, those are some nice looking apartments there. I suppose I need a trash bin on that floor before people get mad at me. And let's continue expanding upwards. Day by day, floor by floor, this building keeps moving upwards. All right. Continue growing our wiring closets and our plumbing closets, and it just keeps on growing. Now you can see we've kind of reached that critical mass. Well, we ran out of money today, but we've reached that critical mass where we can grow in fairly large leaps and bounds. I don't know how to get more types of single restaurants in here, though. I really don't. Just as an experiment, again, I'm going to go and build this right up here, just because I want to see if I can allocate anything different. This is only 3 types of restaurants I get, so I don't understand what more you want. Oh, now somebody's unhappy. Probably because they didn't have trash collection, right? Could not dispose of our trash yesterday. Could not dispose of our recycling yesterday. Oh, we need recycling bins on this floor, too. You guys are living the high life up here. Recycling bins, huh? I cannot afford that anyway, so you're going to have to do without recycling bins for a day. I hope you don't get too pissed off about this. We got 3 of our units rented out anyways, 3 of our 4 units. Somebody's very unhappy. We're out of money anyways, so you're going to have to wait till tomorrow before I can do anything. Looks like a lot of traffic. How are you guys really not making a profit down here? Your tenants are moving out. Yeah, they got very unhappy because they didn't have recycling bins. That cost me some money. It helps to check and see what things people need ahead of time, but in some cases the trash bins and recycling bins, it doesn't tell you that they want that. Oh, it does actually. Expect trash bins on the same floor, expect recycling bins. Okay, fine. I'll stop complaining about things I don't know about. Fast forward, please. Nobody else move out. It's very expensive to build these apartments. And I need the money. How's my bank loan doing, too? I've got to have almost paid off these bank loans. Bank loans are almost paid off. That'll be a little bit of an increase in revenue as well. Or a chance for me to, again, take out another bank loan and just simply expand my buildings in leaps and bounds here. Alright, so I'm just waiting for these guys to finish their construction and get me some more money so I can expand. I'm pretty sure the recycling bins, they were right here with the trash bins, I'm pretty sure they're narrower. I think they're only 1 floor wide. We'll wait till see where we have enough money. Any second now. Here it comes. Midnight. Ba-boom. And I completed the contract. I got lots of money coming into my building. Over $10,000 a day in rent now with these new upscale units. $9,000 in a single day. Oh, no, it's not $9,000. Most of that was... $5,000 of that was other revenues was my bonus. Alright, so recycling room. Yes, the recycling room is very narrow. So I only need to expand this floor very slightly to build a recycling room. And that one's going to need one as well. Alright, so you can have a recycling room. You're going to need a trash bin as well. And a large 2-bedroom apartment. Oh, wow. That is a large apartment. I haven't even been able to build small 2-bedroom apartments yet. Let's see if we can build a small 2-bedroom. See if we can build a 2-bedroom apartment here. Even just a normal sized 2-bedroom apartment. Still needs a greater variety of small restaurants. Needs a greater variety of medium restaurants, medium stores. Stores that sell appliances and housewares. This building needs more luxury apartments. It's a never-ending battle here to try and make people happy. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to have a floor of luxury apartments now if we can do it. Can we build luxury 1-bedroom apartments? Yes, we can. It's going to be expensive. These guys are going to want not only electrical, cable, gas, water, recycling bins, trash bins. These guys want a little bit of everything. Alright, so we're going to allocate enough space for a couple more. This can go back to being a deluxe. This can be a luxury apartment. Luxury apartment. As soon as you finish working on that last tile there, hopefully I can build a luxury apartment. Yes. So a 1-bedroom luxury apartment. Because this place is going upscale now. Other things I can do, I can build larger stores, medium stores. I can build a few more medium restaurants to help make people happy. I feel like there's something I need to do first, though. And I've forgotten what it is already. Ah, yes, I know what I need to do. We have trash bins, and boy, these trash bins get full now. We also need recycling bins to go with our trash bins. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to expand our building downwards a little bit now. Give ourselves another floor to have some trash bins. I might also remove the staircase here because I feel like it's just, I hate to say wasting space, but I feel like nobody in the basement really needs to take the stairs up and down there. So I think in the retail section it's a little bit more useful. Maybe I'll leave it for retail for the sake of the retail people. I think we'll leave it and we'll just build. Can we build the recycling room before the unit is finished? Nope. So we're just going to build the recycling room on the next floor down. Alright, work, work, work. People do nothing but work. Oh, right. Gas connections. Right, we need all the utility connections here on this top floor, or it's not going to be very luxurious. They wanted cable TV. They wanted water connections. And they wanted gas. They want to cook with gas in these units. Alright. Do we have a gas connection? We do. Is it going to be overloaded? Quite possibly. Total production, total demand. Yeah, it's overloaded. So again, we need another gas connection here. Let's see, gas meter can go right here. That's fine. And as you can see, the number of utilities, not only do they take up space, but they also cost us money as well. So upgrading to the larger utilities over time, they are more expensive to build, but they save you space and they save you money. So over time, I'm going to start upgrading these buildings as we have more connections built and it becomes more cost effective. But at least I've reached that point now where I have plenty of income per day. So I think for now we're going to just end episode 3 there. The building has definitely grown a little bit. We've got quite a lot of single bedroom apartments on here. And just curious if we have any more contracts. We can sign that residential contract. We have 50 people living in apartments and we need 100. So the other 25 of this population is from all of our retail and restaurants down here. So we need to still get 50 more people living in our apartments. But it's growing. It's growing. We have a steady income now. We have $6,000 available to spend today. We need more electrical connections in this building. See, it's a never-ending battle with the utilities trying to keep them, trying to scale them up slowly but surely. So we'll build, you know what? We have a fair bit of surplus cash at this point. I'm just going to do the easy thing. I'm just going to build a much larger electrical connection at this point that's going to cover the building for another 40 connections almost. So we won't have to think about the electrical closets for a while. It's a little bit pricey up front, but the cost will not go up for a while now. Alright, and I think we're going to end there. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed playing it. It's gotten quite intriguing. It was challenging at first, but now we're definitely moving upwards and getting closer and closer to reaching our goals here. Residents, we need 100 residents and 8 stores. We need 50 more residents, 2 more stores to reach the first level. So we're getting there. We need about double the size of our residential population. It's not unreasonable to do now that we've got a positive cash flow. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll continue right where we've left off here. And in the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll accept any comments you have in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel when you get a chance. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.